Let's imagine yourself being a general manager of your own football team, with made up of real-life NFL players, where you'll get to trade during the season and bring a lot of excitement to the game on Sundays. Well, all this is possible when you play fantasy football. Hi, my name is Willie and today we're going to inform you on fantasy football and how it can bring excitement to your NFL season. I'll be covering what fantasy football is, how the leagues differ from one another, and the social impact that it has. So, what is fantasy football? Fantasy football is a virtual competition in which users can draft NFL players and compete against one another during the regular season. The fantasy football season starts off with a preseason draft, and the season usually lasts about 13 weeks long. Scoring is based on how well your players do, so the better they do, the more points you get, and the better chance you have to win. Participants use various providers such as ESPN, CBS, and NFL Network to track their player statistics during the games, so you can know how well your players are doing. So now that we know what fantasy football is, let's talk about the different type of leagues that you can play in when you play the game. Fantasy football has over 10 different leagues, and they're all scored differently. The two most common leagues are you have a total points league and a head-to-head league. In the head-to-head league, your teams match up each week, and the team with the most points during that week wins. The champion is based on a win-loss record at the end of the season, and that's how you find out who your league champion is. In the total points league, the goal is to accumulate the most total points. So there's no win-loss record, just like head-to-head. So the total points gained during each game is the only thing that matters. There are many other leagues that carry over season to season, and those leagues where you'll carry your players from one year over to the next, so you won't have a preseason draft each year, like head-to-head and total points. So now that we know some of the different type of leagues, let's discuss the social impact that the game has. Fantasy football has a huge social impact. In my opinion, it has transitioned to an American tradition. Fantasy football is very big in the workplace. Employee consultants suggest that more employers have company leagues to boost morale and output. In 2013, over 21 million people in the U.S. played fantasy football, which is a huge number. This year, DirecTV will launch a fantasy zone, which is solely for the fantasy football user. It will provide minute-by-minute updates on your player statistics, which will allow you to track how well your player is doing. Now that we talked about the social impact, let's run back over everything that we talked about today. So today I covered what fantasy football is, the different leagues that are played in fantasy football, and the social impact. So now that we're all more informed on fantasy football, we can all join in on the fun. Thanks.